So here's the rental truck that came by to drop off the C80 on January 30th, 2021. It came packaged in this metal crate when it seems to be very well handled, and there was nothing like broken during transport. Basically, you open up the metal crate and you can get at it. So it came with these boxes here. There's the accessories box here. There is a basket, and then there is a child seat attachment as well. The basket and child seat attachment are from Indiegogo for backing the campaign early. So right off the bat, we took out the front part here and attached the basket. Basically, it's like a one-piece unibody. You got to use the tool they provided here. And you have these exposed wires. You can just forget about them and then attach them via screws on the inside. It's nice. There's no moving parts here. It's just all one-piece plastic. Here's some official B-roll footage from their Indiegogo campaign. It's quite a nice looking e-moped, to be honest. The front suspensions here help absorb the impact of the road. Front LED light quite bright, even in bright sunlight. Hook here for attaching your shopping bag or backpack. There's also a USB hub there for charging your phone, as you can see here. And then the speaker here, it's only for the horn on the bike. Even though you can connect it to your phone, you think you can use it as a Bluetooth music player. The pedals are basically useless. You don't want to be pedaling on this thing. It's too heavy. As here you can see how bright the lights are at nighttime. The backlight is integrated with your handlebar. There's some status indicator lights in the handlebar itself. LED dashboard shows you how fast you're going as well as the range you have left. Kickstand, and basically it comes with a bunch of different colors. They're showing the teal color here. It's kind of like meh. I got the gray one instead. So here's a look at my own personal moped after 5,000 kilometers. You can see at the back here I've actually modified it to use a Good Foods delivery box as a rack on the back. The front part, the rack, is from Segway. I just attached it when I first got it, as shown in the beginning of the video. The brakes here are hydraulic disc brakes, but they had a problem in the beginning and it has never gone away in that when I brake it's kind of squeaky. They never addressed it or explained to me how I'm supposed to fix this. The back here has two additional child seat pedals for carrying a passenger in case I wanted to attach a child seat attachment. The chain here I've actually taken off myself because it used to spin freely with the motor, and Segway told me that was normal operation. It's not. Other e-mopeds don't do this. It's nice because they have for larger people, or if you're carrying some sort of luggage, you have these foot pegs you can push out and then retract when you don't need them. Usually it works pretty well. The top part of here I've also made some attachments because I mentioned before the speakers don't connect to your phone and they don't actually play music, so I actually put my own portable speaker up there along with a cell phone stand and a GoPro in case I get into an accident. So even though there are a lot of negatives to this scooter, I still enjoy riding it basically every day in the summertime. And you can't help but have a smile on your face when you're riding this thing. It's so maneuverable and super agile for its size. Here's my girlfriend. She's never ridden a scooter really before, and she figured out how to ride it on the first go. So this is my dad and I were trying to attach the back child seat attachment. Basically, there's a plate here you got to screw on and then attach the back seat. Once that's attached, you can put on the foam. Here it's quite padded and it's very comfortable. And then you just attach it with these screws that they provide you with. The whole thing probably takes about 10 minutes once you figure it out. And here's the foot peg again with screws. And here we're taking it out on a first ride. Segway recommends 100 pounds for the back passenger. My dad here, he's 160 pounds, and I'm also 160 pounds. So together we're about 320, and it was okay. It wasn't as fast as one person, obviously, but it handled quite well. It was still able to get up to the maximum 32 kilometers per hour. Of course, this was on flat ground. Going uphill is going to be definitely a struggle. So here's the Segway app. As you can see, I've traveled 5,632 kilometers since getting this moped. Right now it's sitting at 22% battery and it has about 16 kilometers range left in it. It's been 3 months since the GPS has updated. It's supposed to update every day. So basically what happened with my unit is the GPS module was actually broken. It has happened once before and I contacted Segway. They were able to fix it for me. I had to take it into a third-party dealership, wait about a week, and that was fixed. But now the same thing's happened again. I've contacted them again multiple times, but there's just been no response. Basically, they've just been ghosting me, which kind of sucks because I really enjoyed having the scooter and having that function. Basically, what having the GPS does is that it shows you exactly where the vehicle location is. So for example, right here, if I click on the map, it this black dot is where it thinks the vehicle is, but it's not there. It's actually where it should be. Where this blue dot is where I am. So it's meant as a theft deterrent. So in case the thief steals your bike, you can see exactly where it is on the map and go find it yourself, or maybe get some friends. And also it shows you the riding record. So if you click on this, it'll tell you where you started and where you finished for each ride. It'll tell you the kilometers that you traveled, the riding time, and the max speed, and the energy consumption as well. So basically, I just don't have that feature now. With this app also you can use it to pop open the trunk. You can lock and unlock it remotely. Let's take a look at the bottom here. There is a auto lock function. If you click this, the vehicle automatically locks when you walk away from it. Auto cruise engages when you twist the throttle, and it just goes by itself instead of clicking a button. So it's basically like speed control, the cruise button on your car. Power assist is for pushing your bike. You just want to leave this off. Don't even worry about it. Let's take a look in here. Notifications, it'll tell you what's going on, like if there's any errors. Basically, I keep getting charging notice because it's not getting the GPS signal. It's not updating it to their server. The airlock is really a feature I really enjoyed. Basically, your smartphone is connected to the bike itself, and as you walk closer, it will unlock the bike by itself once it detects that you've seated on the seat. There's sensors there. So you don't actually have to take out your NFC key to unlock it. And you get to set the unlocking distance yourself here. After playing around with it, this is pretty good and it's pretty accurate. So that's that. Let's go back here. The settings here, there's firmwares they're supposed to send out. I haven't really received any, like one or two. You can change the different alarm sounds. Antenna calibration is used for if your NFC key stops working for some reason. You get to set the regenerative, oops. You get to set your regenerative brake level. So this means like as it comes to a stop, how much of the power is getting returned back into your bike. If you set it to weak, it's pretty good. But if you set it to strong, basically every time you let go of the throttle, it will feel as if the moped is braking by itself. Handlebar brightness is pretty self-explanatory. Seat detection, as I said earlier, it will tell you whether or not somebody is sitting on it. Kickstand detection, the moped won't start unless you kick the stand off, which is nice. NFC card, if your NFC card gets stolen, you can actually disable this feature so that people can't use it. You can set an unlocking password and it's supposed to let your friend use the moped. I haven't been able to figure out how to use this, so I can't really explain that well then because I haven't used it. What else? Segway Labs is some experimental stuff they're trying right now. SOS alert, they will send you an alert if there's like the alarm is triggered on the moped. I just leave it off. It's not very useful. Abnormality alert, they'll send you notifications if there's something abnormal. Low battery verification alert, pretty self-explanatory. This is a really nice feature here, the better battery care. So basically, what it is, you can set how much uh, the battery charges up to, whether it's 100% or 70%. So by setting this, you're really changing the battery life of the moped over time. Basically, if you don't know, lithium ion batteries have a limited number of discharge cycles. I believe Segway stated the moped has 600 discharge cycles. So if you were to charge it up to 100%, that would cost one discharge cycle. And then if you say charge it to 70 or 80, it'll probably just cost like 0.2 discharge cycle or something. So it's always better to charge it somewhere low here instead of all the way up to 100%, especially if you're not going to use it for the full duration of the battery. I personally don't use this option myself because I have a smart battery plug that plugs in and I can monitor it that way. But this is a nice feature to have. Um, and let's go back here. There's a tutorial which shows you how to use the thing. Basic info, it's just basic info, pretty self-explanatory. After sales service, um, it could be useful. They've never asked me to use this, but I guess they use it to diagnose the moped because they don't have technicians here in Canada or in the States. They're all in China. So they can remotely diagnose it that way. So it show you GPS. It's not showing anything from my GPS because my module is broken and they won't fix it. And then, so for example, brake system, let's test the drum brakes. Well, it kind of explains to you like what you're supposed to do. It doesn't actually test anything. Let's see. Yeah, that's basically it for the moped here. So here's my Segway C80. I've made some modifications to it, as you can see here. On the back here, I attached a a food delivery box that's made out of like one of these food subscription services. I got the Chef Play one, and the way I attached it is that there's these three holes here, and if you just attach using a cardboard, obviously the cardboard's not that strong. So then what I did is I cut up a plastic cutting board and then attached that over top the box. So it's been able to keep it in place. And then to seal the box, I've been using these Velcro straps that you can get from Dollarama, and you just like hot glue them onto it. So once you put stuff in, you then close these flaps, and it's good to go.